Welcome to Allie's Attic, where you never know what kind of surprises you'll find in an attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise is my guest, Zelena Hull. She's a singer, songwriter, musician, and she plays country, kind of rock, Americana, and she's amazing. Hello, Zelena.
Thank you. Thank you for having me be on your show. I'm so glad to be part of your dreams and you be a part of mine.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome, because that's why I do this. Now, how old are you?
I've just turned 16.
Wow. You're amazing for 16. How old were you?
Yeah.
How old were you when you started getting interested in music and singing?
10. About 10.
About 10?
No, yeah, that's what she remembers. But she's one of those people that kind of almost came out of the womb musically inclined, because her mother is a phenomenal artist, and it was really brought around her. And
but I couldn't listen to music till I was 8.
10 is when we had the real epiphany, though. That
I couldn't listen to music till I was 8. Otherwise,
yeah, that was real
great.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we would go to church or anything like that, she didn't want to hear other people sing, and I think it's because she had something she wanted to tell the world.
Well, I didn't really talk either, so it was kind of like, why is she not talking?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to touch on this right now. You have been diagnosed with high functioning autism, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, is there challenges with that, Zelena?
Well, like, I have good focus and stuff, but the problem is socialization. Like, I'm a little awkward socially. I talk in circles sometimes. Doesn't make exactly sense what I say. So, that's kind of like the gist of it.
Okay.
You know what's interesting, though? Zelena does, although she has autism, when you meet her and you talk to her, she's a very, very sincere person. And she's able to connect with people and create the bonds with people that, normally they say that, people don't do as much with autism. And it's really unique. And her songwriting is really connecting to what she sees around her and people's struggles. And, so it in a way, the music's really helped her.
I do better explain my emotions through music than through verbal language.
Well,
Yeah.
that's...
And that,
Go ahead, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a talker. I think you picked up on that already.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a beautiful thing about the music, because it helps her out a lot.
Well, and that's amazing. Now, I know, Zelena, you play instruments. Tell me all the instruments that you play.
So I play the guitar. I used to play the flute, then I stopped because I had to do the guitar most time because it was hindering my other things, because I had to do band class constantly, so I had to drop out band class in order to do my other music career.
Yeah, well, and it's kind of hard to sing when you're playing the flute.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you've done a lot of performances. You've won a lot of awards for your vocals and for your singing. Now tell me about you being the youngest judge for one of these.
It was very interesting. I mean, like, everybody was like, you're so young, you shouldn't know this. And I'm like, well, I've been studying for quite a while, and I'm very interested. But it's pretty good being a judge.
Yeah,
It was cool. It was a good atmosphere. I liked it.
The state that we're in
I was with Simon.
does a lot of things in this area regionally. And the program she was in was called Best Singer in the State. And she was a finalist in that for 2 years. And then this last year, she was actually asked to be one of the judges in the program, which is really an honor, and she was actually the youngest judge in the history of the program.
That is amazing.
I could have been a part of it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I hope I can do it again.
Well, hopefully you'll get a chance to do it again. Now, who are your influences? Like, I know Dan, Dan, what is his last name? Caston?
Yes, Dan Caston.
Dan
He's
Caston.
amazing.
Now, what did he do for you?
Well, basically, my mom saw a sign in the road for piano lessons, and my mom was like, let's get piano lessons. So we went there, and then he started playing the piano. I started singing to it, and he was really gifted. he can do piano, guitar, banjo, electric guitar, and he can do the drums, and he can do the pipe organ. And he's tuned nearly every pipe organ in the upstate.
Wow. Wow. And now he told you to work hard on your music, and one day he was going to call you up on stage, and that happened, right?
Yeah, that's it. And the interesting is, he almost hit it big time. He was advised to be with the Electric Light Orchestra, but he couldn't because he just got married.
Wow, that's too bad. Now, he taught you how to play the guitar. When you hear the songs that I'm going to play, is it you playing the guitar?
No, I play the original cut, but then he does it.
Okay.
Like, for example, I do the main melody, but then he does the actual whole instrumental himself.
Okay.
Because I'm
still learning a bit, kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan is unbelievable with
he can do Van Halen and everything.
His teaching, his gift for music is phenomenal. And, at first my wife took her there, and, this was back when the recession was really, really bad. And, I was looking for ways to save money in the house, and that was one of the things that I was proposing that we cut out. And what a mistake that would have been if we had done that.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was the gateway that just opened up everything for her.
Well, that's amazing.
And, and thanks to Valerie, my wife, Zelena's mom, she's the one that ended up saving everything before we ended up doing that, so.
Yeah, it makes me want to sing hallelujah.
Yeah.
No kidding. Now, I watched a performance where you sang the national anthem. Where was that, and how did that feel?
Oh, I was going to, basically, turkey problem, the red red. But then the chord come up when I was supposed to sing through this little speaker I had. So then we were like, the beach is like the varsity of the area. It's amazing. It's like the biggest restaurant in South Carolina. It's huge. So we decided to go there because we like that. We really like their food. So we like.
It's really Southern soul food.
Okay.
And anyway, go ahead.
Interrupting Barry. Anyway, we were at the register, and the manager's like, "Yeah, came to see Jeb Bush," and we're like, "No, we."
Well, they were asking us. They were like, "So you came to see Jeb?" And it didn't dawn on us that it was Jeb Bush. We were just thinking it was just somebody named Jeb, and we're like, "No, we're just here to eat today," Yeah. And then they realized who she was a few minutes later, and then they came up and they said, "Will you sing the national anthem?" And before she could say, "I'm not ready, I want to eat," or before she could say anything, I realized when I saw these signs around the whole place that said Jeb Bush, I realized what was going on, and I said, yes, she does. She does want to sing. So.
Well, that was an honor. And a highlight.
I was jumping up and down.
You were excited. Okay.
No, he was really, a lot of times you meet people, you meet politicians, and you see them on TV, and they're painted one way, whether you like them or not, or you like what they're for or against. But genuinely speaking, he was a really nice guy.
Well, that's good.
And that was a nice day. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really awesome that she got to do that. Now, I know that your vocal coach really helped you out as well, Robert. It's President Robert Hoffer of the Pitch Doctors LLC.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's worked with Motown Records, and he's still. Go ahead.
He helped me with technical stuff, like mic etiquette and stuff, but my creativity came from, learning from Dan. He helped me, Dan is my main inspiration, even though I really do support Coach Robert as well.
Okay. Well, and I mean, it's good to have somebody that you have in your corner helping you out as much as possible. Now, your songs are very intense. Where do you find that in you to write about it?
Wow, my dad's quite the history buff. He talks about it all the time.
Well, there's
some inspiration. Yeah.
There's the environment that we have as far as a home, I think maybe plays a little into that. Zelena's always been. It's really interesting. Zelena was, when she didn't do the homeschooling with South Carolina Virtual Charter School, she did public school here locally, and the kids that she was in class with, she was well known and she was friends with everybody. But the thing that was really nice about Zelena was when a new kid would come into school, and they would, typically they're cast out a little bit. Mm-hmm. And Zelena would go over to that kid and say, hey, I'm Zelena, nice to meet you. And talk about different stuff with them and welcome them into the school. And there was a couple of times that she told me, she may not even remember, but she told me that, I'm not gonna let my friends treat them bad or indifferent. And that was really nice.
I didn't want to see anybody neglected or anything. Of course, I eventually started trying where everybody else was nicer to the new kids and stuff, which I'm glad I did.
Yeah, mm-hmm. That's really nice that you did that, though.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll do everything to bring that up.
Yeah, the little things you forget when you're growing up.
Now, you're talking...
But she's had a lot of different things that she's been exposed to, too. And she connects with a lot.
Yeah, well, the songs are amazing. What does your wife do? Valerie, right?
Valerie's an artist, and it's amazing because what Zelena does, what she does with...
She paints, she does pencils.
And, what Zelena does with music, her mom does with the arts.
Oh, wow.
And you can see on Zelena's social media, she'll post pictures of her mother's sculptures and...
That's quite amazing. I don't know why people think it's me doing this. Like all the time, I'm like, everybody's replying, that's great, Glenn. You're doing a good job. And I'm like, it's my mom. Don't you see mom?
But the neat thing is, there's times where, I saw Valerie and I have been married for 22 years.
Oh, congratulations.
The music, the artwork that she was doing then was phenomenal, but I see a lot of Zelena's, when Zelena will draw, she has her mom's talent. She can look at something and then perfectly replicate it.
Perfectly.
Well,
I only draw one
to me it's perfect, but her mom is the only person I've ever seen that can do that. I mean, it's out of this world. It is.
That's fantastic. That is awesome. Now, when I hear you, Zelena, you remind me so much of Janis Joplin. Your songs, for some reason, transfer me to Woodstock.
I'm trying to take you on a psychedelic journey.
Well, you know what? And that's good. It's good that your music takes people on a journey, because that's why you do it, right? You want to take them on a journey.
Yeah.
Like the band.
It's funny because, Zelena really does. And her singing is so sincere, And, she does a phenomenal job.
Okay, now you have an album out, Zelena. What is it called?
6 Feet Under.
It's quite the title.
It is.
It makes me think of coffins. Even though it's not about that.
We started our own record label because when you're young, we ran into a couple of scouts here and there. We ran into some small labels, and there was people that wanted to sign her from small labels, but we didn't feel like they would be able to do anything really enriching for her. So we created our own, and that kind of led us in a whole different direction, because right at that time she was doing a lot of competitive singing, and that's where she was winning vocal competitions.
And I'm glad we did what we did.
And we decided, we looked at it from a realistic point of view, and we're like, people don't buy, there's no professional karaoke singers. There's no, and as many people want to go to the competitions and do all that stuff, it's great, it's phenomenal, but ultimately, if you're going to make it in the music business, you have to be a singer, songwriter, and, a musician, and that's kind of...
So we did that track and made our own publishing company, which I'm very proud of. And I write constantly in my entrepreneurship class about it.
Yeah, but that was, that was the angle we started with, and 6 Feet Under was she released a single last summer.
Like Serious was more like my mom's like 2 months after I got my guitar, I was like, okay, I need to write a song. I'm gonna write a song. So I decided to choose the subject. So I said, okay, like I really took a lot of inspiration from Cowboy Casanova on this one. I'm like, hey, there's Cowboy Casanova. Well, okay. The girl, basically, I decided to do a reversal where the girl dumped the guy because he was too slow and he didn't want to live life. And he kept trying to get her back, but she's like, no, I want the guy that's going to be perfect for me. I'm not going to settle down.
And it's really cool though, and Dan contributed to that track as well. Actually, he did the track with her, so he's the only musician on there besides Zelena. And then we got to a point we were looking at releasing more singles this past summer, and then we were deciding, let's just go ahead and do an EP. And
yeah, it was very interesting to the EP, like so many different collective songs. Even though they sound a little bit like about the same thing, they're really different.
Right.
I mean, this first album's theme is a little bit more like on My Struggles, but each individual song has its own purpose. Like 6 Feet Under is about, hey, you're going through my struggles, but don't let it weigh you down. You just got to get up and turn your life around. Mm-hmm. And then Born is just like, you're born with certain values, and that instills in you, and you grow and learn from your experiences on that. Mm-hmm. And Five, basically, kind of like there's a girl that's a troublemaker, and she wants to get with your guy friend, and you're like, no. And then it takes a transformation for me, that's for sure.
The thing that one of my favorites on that is Time. And that was one that we were on our way to Nashville last year, CMA Festival, and that was the first time I heard that song. And we took a couple of her friends up there with us. We had a blast. Anyway, we were all laughing hysterical in the car, and Zelena was actually doing some of her singing in the chipmunk voice. That, believe it or not, she does quite well. So we got along in the car, and one of the songs that she had just recently wrote was Time.
And it's out of like I've written about 300 songs at this point. Some of them are good and some of them aren't. So it's basically, for time's sake, there's 300.
Yeah, we've got more in production right now. It's, I guess constantly, it's an ongoing endeavor when you do that. But it's really neat though, and the more and more we worked on that album, helping her, and she went, to the studio, and
it was really fun doing it though. I mean, I wanted the tracks to be really cool and stuff, but I'm really happy the way it turned out.
So am I.
And the thing about being an indie artist, the song that I can personally relate to the most though is probably Born and Raised, because when I hear that song, at times in my life, I felt like there was a lot of struggles that, I was faced with.
But it's also about the positive in life, too. It's not all negative. You really, I listen to the song, without my, attachment to it, to see what somebody else's perspective. I'm like, wow, that sounds, and then I realized, wait a minute, it does sound positive, like the way I meant to write it.
Well, the album's amazing. Now, we're going to play two of your songs. We're going to play Serious and I Believe. Now, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube.
I'm on Twitter.
Yeah, that's where I found you. Now,
Spotify.
Yes, Spotify. If people want to buy your album or any of your singles, they do it through iTunes?
Yes, iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play, and it might be somewhere else soon.
Okay, so I'll direct them there. Now, do you have a website?
Oh, my website's zelenahall.com, and I'd appreciate it if people subscribe to my newsletter. It's a once-a-month thing, and it can give them the latest updates and stuff.
Okay.
And free songs, free signatures.
All right.
And the thing, too, is we don't really have the time to send out these daily, 3 times a day emails. We've got things that we'd rather do, and we don't want to waste your time, and we're not going to. So probably about once a month is all you'd have to worry about getting one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to spell your name just because it's different. It's Zelena, and then your last name is Hull.
Correct.
Correct. Okay, well, Edward and Zelena, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Oh, anytime. And anytime something happens that you want to share with me, you always can contact me on Twitter, because I'll have you back on again. Hopefully you're going to soar, because I love your music. I love you. You sound like an amazing person. So thank you again.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. I hope the same for you.
Okay.
And anybody that wants a CD or anything, if they want to contact us, we do have CDs as well that we can.
And you know, like picking them out the back of our vehicle, and everybody's like, "What?"
And the reason I say that, there are some people that are just not in the digital download. You know, they just don't want to do it. So
Okay. Well, it's going to be on Twitter. It's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be everywhere. So, and I think it's also going to be on YouTube, possibly, depending on how long this goes. So thank you very much for joining me. And thanks everybody for joining me on Allie's Attic. Keep checking my website, because you never know what kind of surprises you'll find in the attic. Cheers.